All right, everyone has readied up. We're going to start 15. Race is starting in 10 seconds. They're going to start with track 1.
Okay, this will be fun.
3, 2, 1, and go. So the races are going to be starting shortly. Now, it doesn't matter if one starts slightly ahead of the other. They're each going to be racing individually on the tracks. And the only thing that matters is their end time, and if they get above fourth place. If they get first, second, or third, I will record their time. Otherwise, it doesn't count. They have to beat the race. Now, to win the Learn Fast race, they're going to have to get as many victories as possible, and then they'll be judged against racers who have the same or less victories as they do. So if someone wins all 5 and no one else wins all 5, that person by default wins the race. So each one of these tracks will be 2 laps. And unfortunately, No Diggity has overheated. This is the worst thing that can happen to you in this game, other than going over the 3rd place time. Overheating takes a long time, much longer than any crash. While this game looks very simple, it's actually incredibly technical. Whenever you launch off of a ramp, you have to tilt yourself forward, but not too much. So that way you can maintain speed, but not crash. So Darth gets a 57.60. 58.67 for Perktown, 101.72, and 58.80. So let me very quickly write these down. 101.72, 58.67.
I got pwned.
58.80. All right, we're going to be starting track 2. So now everyone will be starting track 2. It looks like Darth went ahead and started, but that's fine. So we can kind of look ahead with Darth and see what's going to be coming up for the other racers. The biggest obstacle in this game by far is your ability to deal with hills. So as you're going up a hill, the safest thing to do is always to kind of land on your back wheel. You rarely crash in that case, but you lose almost all of your speed. So you can see Perk down here kind of staying level as he's going over the hills. So he's going to be going slower but not crashing. The fastest way to go over these hills is to angle down and hit your nose down on the downslope. Otherwise, after each of these hills, you're going to lose all of your speed and have to start all over again. So 106.04 for Darth. So Perktown has a solid finish, a 1 minute 22. So I'm not sure who is actually in the lead right now, but
Come on.
Perktown had a very solid showing in that one. Now, No Diggity crashing a bit. This is going to hurt his time quite a bit. So 103.40, not too much time loss. And 102.52 for Skunky. Okay, so they're going to be starting track 3. It looks like Dart's moving ahead. This is fine. It's not a race to see who gets to the end faster. So once you get to this stage, the green stage, this is when the obstacles start becoming real. Crashing is more common. Picking up speed and keeping it is much more difficult. And there's already a little bit of difficulty in the early stages by some of the players. So this is going to be the first opportunity for someone to fail. So 110.03.
I am just not having a good race here.
Okay, so No Diggity says he's not having that good of a race, but that actually wasn't that bad of a lap time for this map, and he's not very far behind the other runners. Perktown with the overheat. This is very bad with where he is. So Perktown with a 112.67. No Diggity with 108.75. And 109.58 for Skunky. Okay, we're going to be starting track 4.
Okay, track 4.
So this is the first real failure race. 3, you can fail if you overheat or crash too much. 4, you can overheat just by not pressing the buttons properly. So each series of hills is a very easy opportunity to lose all of your speed. And if you try to make up for that speed too quickly, you can easily crash. But Darth looks like he is flying through this track. This is much faster than I anticipated from anyone. So Darth is tilting his motorcycle forward as he goes over all these tracks. This allows him to maintain his speed. And this is what's giving him the huge speed boost. Skunky with the first crash I've seen. It looks like everyone's playing pretty conservatively. Perktown losing a lot of time by losing his speed on those hills. 107.42 for Darth. That is a incredibly fast time. That is the first place. And 109.56 for Perktown.
All right.
112.64 for Skunky. And I forgot what No Diggity's time was. Give me 1 second while I find what No Diggity's time was.
There you go.
$109.36.
Come on.
Alright, so No Diggity started track 5 a little bit early. That's okay.
Track so much.
So we get to watch No Diggity attempt this track. He did not succeed very many times in practice, but he had similar troubles on Dragon Fighter last week, and he ended up taking that race.
This is going to be a fail.
So if No Diggity has a really good second lap, he can still succeed.
It's going to be a fail.
Though he is wrecked at a
Possible
very
crash there.
inopportune time. It's important to note that if anyone fails this, they cannot win against people who succeed. And no matter what the time is, they could pass with 1:13.59, the slowest possible time, and still win out.
Not a chance.
So it looks like No Diggity has unfortunately failed. He hasn't crossed the finish line, but 1:23.71, which is a bit too slow. So it's not looking too promising for any of the runners. So this actually might not kill No Diggity. Darth is very close to making it to the end. Less than a second away. Perktown, similarly, only 2 seconds away. And Skunky, only 2 seconds away. So every single member has failed race 5. So, let's tally up the scores. So give me 1 moment. So here is what our time is.
Okay.
So very quickly. So 58. Oops, 0.
All right, we get the tallies. I'm not feeling very confident on this one.
Okay, so I am just adding all of these up. So he is going to be 4, 22, 56. So 422.56. And Perktown gets a 58. This is 136. So that is 23. So I have to do the math here. 36. Get his actual time. And Perktown, 58, 67. 1. I probably should have set up something in advance to do this for me, but this is fine. So 1, 1307. And 1.
Uh-oh. Overswarm's got to do math.
I do have to do math. Did I mess up somewhere?
So we're waiting on the results here.
I did this one twice. Okay, so this is going to be 421, 52. So it looks like Perktown has beat out Skunky just barely. And now these greens are the best time, by the way, so that is a first place. So it's looking good for Darth. 172, 1340.
This is like a Mario math game.
It is like a Mario math game. We get 423, 63. And if anyone sees me doing anything wrong, let me know, but I'm pretty sure this is good. It's in hundredths in the last area, which is why. This is going to be 421, 19. So first place is going to be Darth.
Dang it.
Second place, very close, is going to be Perktown. And third place is going to be Skunky. And No Diggity is going to be getting fourth place. But this was an incredibly close race. So these races were just within a few seconds of each other. So much closer. So first place is Darth, followed by Perktown, which was just like half a second away. And then third is Skunky. And he was about 2 seconds behind. And fourth is No Diggity, who was about a third of a second behind Skunky. This was incredibly close. And I know it's kind of it's kind of silly to end on an Excel table showing math.
The other runners right now are saying, "Hey, what about another round?"
So if you guys want to all go again, I am actually down.
The maths.
All right, so Skunky says he's down. If everyone else is, then we can go again.
Do we want to do another round?
This has actually never happened before.
Should we do another round? I think we're gonna do another race.
Alright, so we're actually going to do another Excitebike race. Because everyone just wants to do it again.
Let me get back to the game. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do another round.
Alright, starting on track 1, go, go.
This is cool. Do this.
Alright, so they were within 2 seconds of each other. If anyone had just gone slightly faster, or if anyone at all had won round 5, then they would have won. No Diggity with the first crash, flying a little bit too close to the sun. This is a surprisingly fun game to watch as well. I don't know if the other viewers are enjoying it as much as I am, but looking back and forth between them, it's actually pretty fun. So No Diggity with a 32:30 first lap. Looks like Perktown has the fastest first lap. No Diggity not having a great start. So it looks like No Diggity is starting to pitch his bike forward to maintain his speed. This is a good habit to get into him. Oh, 58.57 for Perktown. $117, 104.89, and 58.88 for Skunky. So it looks like Perktown was in the lead.
Jeez, I'm gonna get smoked here.
So it looks like first place for Perktown so far, followed by Skunky, and then Darth, and then No Diggity, who actually has a fairly slow first track. All of these JC emotes.
Oh, come on.
People crashing all over the place, and Skunky with an overheat. It looks like Perktown is the only one that hasn't had a disaster on this stage yet. Skunky with an overheat followed by an immediate crash. 28.84 for the first lap for Perktown. This is far faster than anyone else so far. 4 seconds faster than No Diggity. 8 seconds faster than Darth. And almost 10 seconds faster than Skunky, I believe. Skunky falling down the large hill. This is the worst place to wreck. Perktown missing the double ramp. Darth missing the double ramp. It's pretty hard to hit both of those. You have to have a very careful speed. So if you're mashing the turbo, then you don't do that well. So 102.65 for No Diggity. 105.10 for Perktown. So No Diggity caught up. And 111.55 for Skunky. All right. So it looks like Perktown is still in the lead, but No Diggity has made some ground. Darth and Skunky both lost a little bit of time. So No Diggity not crashing. He's the first one I've seen to actually not dodge the little roadblocks. You can just kind of hop over them by holding back on the motorcycle. 32.88 and 38.44 for Perktown and No Diggity. So it's a little bit faster than Skunky, but Darth with a 33.55, which would have been really impressive if he hadn't crashed immediately after crossing the first lap line. So Skunky going off the ramp but holding back, so he wasn't going to crash, but he lost all of his speed. This is not a good thing. And 114.19 versus 105.90.
Check.
116.12 and 109.52. So No Diggity catching up.
Alright, track 4.
Okay, track 4. If they pass track 4 and track 5, whoever does that will probably win. No Diggity with the crash, not great on track 4. Darth flying over the hills, Perktown rolling down them. Darth's strategy is a little bit better. A 33.74 first lap. That is 4 seconds faster than No Diggity. Only a second faster than Skunky, but I believe Darth has a decent lead over Skunky at this point. So Perktown has to be a little bit careful. He had a 40-second first lap, and he can still do better, but if he has another 40-second first lap, he's going to not actually pass this race. Lots of crashes this time around. I think everyone's giddy after the first race. So 105.96 for Darth. $108.86 for Skunky. 113.20 for No Diggity. And 116.57 for Perktown. So they've all made it so far. Now, the infamous track 5. So this is going to be the deciding factor because no one has passed this yet. So they'll be starting track 5 in just a moment. So No Diggity has the slight lead here. So we get to watch him to see what other people are going to have to deal with. So he has lost quite a lot of speed there. Darth playing that part much better, not crashing, and maintaining his speed. So Darth has the best chance. Look at that. So he maintained his speed for most of it. He lost it towards the end. Perktown playing it nice and safe. Unfortunately, you have to speed up a little bit to actually pass this. You cannot pass this race by only using the A button. Skunky again being a little bit safe like Perktown. But Slow and Steady can win this race if they use turbo at just the right times. 39 seconds for the first lap. That's actually a little too slow. So Darth is flying through on this second lap. Again, losing the speed.
Screwed.
No Diggity crashing. He's got 14 seconds to finish,
No
and
Diggity's out of here.
he is not going to be able to finish. So Skunky looks like he might be able to. Darth is very close. 112.35 and a 108.64. Perktown with a 114.75. So close. And 127 for No Diggity. All right. So let's go ahead and tally up the scores again. So let's start on the left this time with Darth. And this is actually how the speedrun.com leaderboard is set. Okay, so we have 4:23.6 for Darth. 423.6.
Nah.
No diggity. We have 489. So this is
Yeah, I don't think I'm dead last. I'm sure of it.
426. 64. Perktown with a very fast stage 1. Unfortunately, he did not finish the final stage, so he cannot beat Skunky.
I'm not going to be concentrating on this game. You have my assurance on that.
So 434, 43. And then Skunky with 58, 88. Oh, I forgot to add up the final time for Skunky and Darth, so I'll be doing that in just a moment. This is 433.
Just waiting for results, guys.
35, 41. And now we have to add so this is not done yet. So we have to add this final one here. So this is going to be 1, 86, 45, 44, 27. So 544.27 for Skunky is his final time.
I figured I'd
And
give
for Darth,
Overswarm a little bit of an Easter egg here as I'm playing this game.
I hear the Easter egg. 596, 1, 12, 35, 5, 36, 41. So round 2 is won by Darth by a significant margin, 536, 41. This is pretty close overall. So they're asking if they want to do one more. Looks like Darth's practicing some. So if you guys are interested in this game, if you're watching it, then
I guess we might do one more.
Perktown said animals, so he might be out. It looks like the others are still in.
We're gonna do one more.
All right, we are having a third race.
Yeah, we're gonna do one more.
All right, third race time. All right, everyone is waiting on track 1.
We're just insane.
So Darth has, by default, won the 2 out of 3. All right, so Darth, Perktown, and Skunky are already doing track 1. I don't know if No Diggity has frozen or if he is reading Discord, but he will catch up shortly. So it looks like Perktown is actually in the lead by less than a second over Skunky. A little bit closer to a second for Darth. From the first race, there was only 2 seconds behind. So there is there's a significant chance that that time could actually matter.
Follow the rules.
So watching these runners, it looks like Darth has the best technical ability. 58.96 for Perktown. 59.32 for Skunky. And we will be waiting on No Diggity to finish track 1. But so far it looks like Darth has the best technical ability. He is consistently tilting forward after ramps, which allows him to maintain his speed. Perktown seems to crash the least, but unfortunately, on the last stage, you need that technical ability and you need the turbo, and it's very easy to crash even if you're careful. Perktown very easily could have won the last race if he had just finished the final stage. So 57.58 for No Diggity. Okay, we will be starting track 2. So No Diggity actually in the lead for the first one.
Ready.
So track 2, it looks like No Diggity won track 2 the last time, with Perktown being a almost sub-minute victory the first round. So it appears that Darth is improving a little bit faster than the others. He's kind of picking it up. So a 38.76 versus a 35.44 and a 29.84 for No Diggity is actually incredibly fast compared to the other racers. Darth unfortunately wrecking in the mud. That will cost him all of his speed and a lot of time. Perktown crashing in the same mud location. Darth with a 1:54. A 1:03.15 for Skunky.
57 flat.
A 57 flat for No Diggity. And what was Perktown's time? I have to go to the clip to see what that was, because I just missed that. Alright, that's 108.94. So No Diggity is by far the most likely to win, assuming that he is able to beat Stage 5. Of the 8 times it has been played tonight, only 2 people have been able to complete Stage 5 at all. But No Diggity is several seconds ahead of the other runners in these early stages. So if he's able to just clutch out a victory on that final stage, even if it's a slow one, then he will likely take a victory here. Skunky with an overheat on stage 3, that takes up a significant amount of time. So mostly similar lap times, within about a second of each other. Perktown I think was a second and a half behind Darth. Skunky a little bit behind. That overheating cost him several seconds, which is going to be difficult to make back. Although No Diggity's crash definitely is going to help Skunky catch up. So now it looks like everyone has crashed except for Skunky, so Skunky's overheat might not hurt him as bad as it could have. 107.45 for No Diggity. What is going on? 112.03 and 111.37 and 111.79. So No Diggity really flying through this. Like, looking at this, it's not even close right now. This is going to come down to stage 5 for sure for No Diggity. He is so far ahead of the other runners that as long as he passes the next 2 races without any disasters, then I don't think it's going to be possible for the others to catch up. He has just dominated these first 3 races. So I say that as he crashes immediately, so maybe not. Maybe they could catch up. Now, one of the limitations in the later stages is that the floor that you can have to pass lowers from 124 to 120 and then finally 114. So even if the others are catching up, there's less room for them to catch up in the later stages. So it's mostly going to be about just passing. So No Diggity moving right into the barrier. I think he was relying on his ability to press back to move over it, but wasn't quite fast enough. So Perktown maintaining speed over the ramps. He's doing much better this time around than he did on the last one. Unfortunately, losing it again on these last few big hills. And a 104.24 for Skunky. And a 111.52 for No Diggity. 111.53 for Perktown. And a 120 on the dot. So that is not a pass for Darth. Literally 1 millisecond. Literally 1 millisecond for Darth. One millisecond caused Darth to fail. He got fourth at the fastest possible fourth. So this is going to be stage 5. Darth has passed this before, and if he passes it and others don't, he could still win.
So I need to finish this race.
So No Diggity with a crash in the beginning. This is not a race you want to crash on. So he needs to pick up the pace, but not crash.
Come on.
Crashing twice. So Perktown taking the bottom route, missing the ramp that's going to speed him up.
No.
And No Diggity with 3 crashes. It's looking right now that the only one who has a chance to pass this race is going to be Skunky.
I think I'm screwed.
Well, Darth actually has a pretty good lap time, so he could pass this as
I
well.
think I'm screwed.
This is actually going to be a pretty exciting finish because it definitely doesn't look like No Diggity's going to be able to finish this. If Skunky completes this race and No Diggity doesn't, Skunky wins by default.
Nope, I'm screwed.
The overheat has sealed No Diggity's fate. He cannot pass. A 107.42 for Skunky. Perktown is not finished. 113.36 for Darth. All right, so this was the 3rd race, and let's go ahead and bring this down here.
Damn it.
So Darth failed on track 4 by 1 millisecond. He literally got the fastest possible 4th place, so that unfortunately for him does not count. No Diggity and Perktown both failed on stage 5.
That was all my good times.
So Skunky, we're going to go ahead and do him first because he's going to win by default, but we're going to figure out his actual time. All right. So let's see, 5:25.92. Now let's do Perktown. And as always, it's
words in the English language. Default.
Oh, No Diggity. So let's see. This is 4:30.80. Let's see how Perktown, No Diggity, and Darth match up.
I'd hope that I'd actually taken one of these 3, but looks like again that wasn't going to happen.
Okay, so this is actually a 23:55. This is a pretty fast time that No Diggity has. So 58.64. And if my math is wrong anywhere, just let me know. So nothing here, and 1:13.36 So he gets a 4:24:57. So very close. So No Diggity gets a very solid second. A very, very solid second with his 4:23. Skunky wins. He has a slower time on paper, but he actually finished all races and has the fastest Stage 5 victory of all runners. So this is some pretty solid racing from all of them. I'm kind of surprised that Skunky was able to improve so much in just those 3 races on Stage 5. But all in all, this was a pretty fun race. So, for those of you who are interested, this is a league game. So give me one moment, and I will open up the Excitebike leaderboard here. So this is the Excitebike leaderboard. Now you might be excited looking at these times compared to the times that they got, but in the speedrun.com rules and the rules for the league race, there's actually one additional race. It is another level 1 clone. So there's like level 1A and level 1B. They're basically the same level, just slight differences. But all the hard levels they played today. In the Discord, there is now a February Excitebike channel, and there are 4 rankings. So bronze is 10 minutes, which all of the runners would be able to do right now. Silver is 8 minutes, gold is 7 minutes, and platinum is 6:40. If you are able to submit a time in the month of February, it's from February 3rd to March 3rd, you just post a link to your Twitch video or your speedrun.com submission to the Discord. It does not have to be submitted to speedrun.com, but you can. But you post it in the league race channel for Excitebike. And if you beat that time, you reach that medal, you get a different raffle ticket depending on the level you get. And on March 3rd, after the race, I will be giving out a few prizes. And if I can find the table right now, I can show you. Let's see. So here are previous Learn Fast results. I can go ahead and put everyone else in. So first we had Darth, then Perktown, then Skunky 48, and then No Diggity. So the numbers down below are the numbers of raffle tickets that you have. This is important to note that you get 1 per entry in a Learn Fast race, no matter what place you get. Even if you forfeit in the middle of the race, if you try, you're counted. In addition, for each level of medal you get for a league race submission, you get a different number of raffle tickets. So for bronze, you get 1. If you get a silver time, you get 2. If you get gold, you get 3. And platinum, you get 5. And if you're actually interested in winning some of the prizes, then that's a lot of tickets comparatively. Looking right now, it looks like Darth and Perktown and No Diggity have the most raffle tickets by far, so they're most likely to win prizes. But if you submit a league time and you enter the next few Learn Fast races, you will catch up very quickly and have a greater chance of winning prizes. So if you're interested in doing any of these, you can join the Discord here. You are also able to join in the Learn Fast races. If you watch this and enjoyed it, we do these every single Sunday. It's the same time every week at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. We reveal the game, and at 10 p.m. we do the race. This one we actually ran it through 3 times, and I think I'm actually going to count everyone here 3 times because this was fun and everyone was a good sport. Ran it 3 times. It was a lot of fun to watch, a lot of fun to commentate on. So everyone here gets a few extra raffle tickets. We do this every week, and the first Sunday of each month is always going to be a league game. And league games are generally going to be more well-known, more popular. But next week, I can't reveal what the game is, but it should be fun, and I hope everyone joins in. You're able to join even if you don't know anything about video games. We will help you out, get you set up. If you're not used to streaming, you can send me a message on Discord, and then I can help you get set up so that way you can stream with an emulator on your computer. It looks like No Diggity is playing Astonex, which has not been a Learn Fast Race game yet, but could be at any point. So if you're interested in following any of these streamers, they're all pretty entertaining. It's not Batman. No Diggity plays a variety of games. He has the world record in Castlevania Bloodlines for one of the characters. Skunky, I believe, is the world record holder for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the NES, which is incredibly impressive. And that time, I've watched that time just plummet. And Darth regularly plays Mega Man Maker levels that are created by the community. So if you've ever played Mega Man Maker is a tool that Phil X made. He's the creator of Mega Man Unlimited. And this allows people to create their own levels with their own enemies and boss placements and secrets. You can see Darth looking at Mega Man Maker now. But if you've created your own levels, I'm sure he would be more than happy to play some of those levels. So if you're interested in level design, he is definitely a streamer that you would want to follow. See someone play your design, give you commentary. Anyway, that is it for the Learn Fast Race. By all means, give all of the runners a follow. I will be posting the VOD in the Discord if you want to watch these 3 races again later. We add a stream note right now so I know where it is. There's plenty of other channels that also do races and tournaments. If you're interested in doing longer races, there is RGL TV, or Retro Games Racing, RGR. They have a Discord that you can find. Speedrun Hype is looking to start hosting its own events. So they have their own Discord, and we're going to be posting a link to that in my planning Discord as well. There's all sorts of stuff going on, so if you're interested in running in an event, whether it's a tournament or a Learn Fast Race or something huge like the Big 20, there's something that anyone can do right now. So just let me know or someone else know what you're interested in doing, and we can find something for you. All right, thank you guys for watching, and I'm going to take a brief